Vaishtavaihi Vedi Sangavadakrumopanisadaihi Gayantiyam Samaga Yanavastita Tadgate Namanasa Shandiyam Yoginaham Ishyantam Namidusura Survana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. These are the last verse of the 10th chapter, then we go into 11th, please. Athava bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna vishtavyahamidam krishnam ekansena sthito jagat. Arjuna uvacha madanugrahaya paramam guhyamadhyatma sangitam yattva yuktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama bhavapyayo vibhutanam sruto vistarasho mayam tvattah kamalapatrakshe mahatmyamapi chabhyayam evam etadyathatattvam atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. At the end of the 10th chapter and at the beginning of the 11th, the theme is so grand, so infinity. You really cannot chant, understand, and do not feel overwhelmed, paralyzed. If you really appreciate the words that are used here, the theme that is revealed here is absolutely overwhelming. That is why you must remember, after 10 long chapters, for preparation for such a long time, the Ishvara, the God, is described. No human individual, please appreciate, should begin the enquiry with the subject of God. That is the biggest mistake we commit in our life. Very frivolously, like babies, like children. We go on asking questions on God. What is God? Is there a God? That is not the point. Whether God exists or not makes no difference unless I exist. Please see it for yourself. Subject matter of God is immaterial. The person with tremendous preoccupation, obsession with religious extremism only deals with something called a God. Just like the secular person relies on the whole perceptible universe, material universe, and do not understand his own nature, loses himself in the material so-called prosperity, a little extension of life, comforts of every kind. You completely forget. Even after reaching whatever targets you have fixed for yourself, you can be the richer than the richest, or tired of it, you renounce everything, become poorer than the poorest. Please understand, extreme poverty, called renunciation, austerity, call it in the religious language, or extreme indulgence, almost to the state of being a degenerate, is not going to solve problem. If prosperity has to solve the problem, then without any argument, without any objection whatsoever, the richest man should be the happiest man. If poverty, simplicity, austerity has to make a person happy, then the poorest people, miserable people with nothing at their disposal, should be the fulfilled people, happy people. Please understand, happiness has nothing to do with your poverty or prosperity. Poverty and prosperity is all about comfort and discomfort. The climate is hot, can't afford an air conditioning, uncomfortable. The climate is very cold, can't afford the heater, suffering on the roadside, uncomfortable. And you have all the centrally air-conditioned house, comfortable. But you are comfortably miserable. Imagine, when the emotions drive you crazy, deceptions, anger, hatred, jealousy, drive you crazy. You cannot lie down on the 5-star house, lakefront home, oceanfront house, mountaintop castles, or fly around the gilded plane. That will not solve your problem. There are nice escape routes. But you shall be back to square one when your entertainment is over. Engagement of the senses comes to an end. The party is over. You have to return home to loneliness. No choice. Same thing, a person can be very uncomfortable because of the poverty. It's a double trouble. Unhappy inside, discomfort outside. Naturally, therefore, a sensible person will not choose poverty to prosperity. Common sense says it is better to be prosperous and uncomfortable, unhappy, than to be poor, uncomfortable and unhappy. At least little prosperity is there. But if you go the whole hog, singing the glory of poverty, prosperity, or in the religious language, singing the glory of poverty and denial, both ways you are committing the mistake. So when the so-called secular person sings the glory of material prosperity, all types of comforts outside, the person who is obsessed with the religion, austerity, denial, talks about God, hereafter, both are missing the point. Please appreciate, as I told you again and again, between the obsession of the secularist with the perceptible universe and the religious person's obsession with some invisible God somewhere, the individual is sacrificed. That is where you miss the boat. Individual is extremely important. You are extremely important. And please understand, do not ever consider trying to know yourself, being yourself is a selfish pursuit. That must completely be banished from the head. Looking for your fulfillment, your strength, looking for your satisfaction, your happiness, your independence, your freedom, does not make you selfish. Please appreciate it. Too long we have been brainwashed to believe like that. By chance you are taking care of yourself, the whole world will kill you. Oh, this man is so selfish. No. Remember that example. When you are flying in the plane, the announcement they make in the event of the fall in the cabin pressure, oxygen mask will fall down. And the next statement is what? Please give it to yourself first before you give it to somebody. But suppose your milk of kindness overflowing, and therefore you are struggling to give it to somebody. In the process, you shall faint. You die, the other person also dies. Give yourself. Giving yourself the oxygen mask is not selfishness. Please. Then when shall you call yourself selfish? After you give yourself the mask, when you continue to breathe and restful, alive, if you do not look to your neighbor and do not give him a helping hand to the person who is struggling, then only you become a selfish. You don't call a dead man selfish, do you? Please think. Do you call a dead man selfish? Do you call a poor man selfish? He has nothing to share. Do you call an uneducated person selfish? Nothing to share. That you want to educate yourself, that you want to make yourself rich, nothing wrong. There should be universal education. Everybody rich. The trouble today is, when you start breathing, if you neglect the other person, allow him to die, you are hard-hearted, cruel, selfish. Exactly the same way. When you are educated, when you are rich, if you do not give a helping hand to the poor and uneducated, of course, you are selfish. And in case you say, you are going to give it to them, why? Not for their sake, but will you come to my side, my religion? Will you vote for me in the United Nations? Will you vote for me in the coming election? Then again you are a rascal. Understand? It's something very, very subtle, very subtle. A help is not to be done with an ulterior motive. You do because it can be done, just like nature. The nature never waits for gratitude. The sun shines every day. Whether you do the Surya Namaskar or not, the sun will come. When you thank the breeze or not, you are continuously breathing. Why this tradition of doing Surya Namaskar? Aditya Hrudayam. Morning you chant the glory of sunshine. You don't want to take it for granted. The wind, God. The fire, God. The water, God. The earth, Prithivi, Suktam. Why is it all there? It's not that the people are immature and stupid, but to recognize and be that to express that gratitude to the totality. Understand? So looking for your satisfaction, looking for your contentment doesn't make you selfish, because you are the beginning of every search. Will you please see that? Because when you sit down in an audience, ask any audience, especially when you see this color, people feel inspired. Swamiji, what is God? I must be nuts to answer that. He ignored that question. Why are you worried about God? What's your problem? But some people will only begin with God. Why? Or else how will you cheat people? You have to make a business in the name of God. God is sold. Have you not seen temples everywhere? This puja, 100,000 rupees, that puja, 5,000 rupees, this puja. God needs our rupees. Without it, he will be dead. And by chance you don't put a fruit basket or laddu plate, starving. And God is so homeless. Unless you put a temple also, he is hanging around, wondering about homeless. Very terrible. Then put some golden temple also, diamond temple, platinum temple. Why? God feels comfortable in that place, isn't it? It's something ridiculous. Think. Especially India, if you look at it, so unfortunate. You want missionaries to come and open schools and teach your children. You think if they open the school, they will teach you your culture? They'll teach you what they know. Don't blame this good or bad. They teach what they know. It's their school. Ask people to open the school? No. Temple? Oh. Comes up. Beautiful. We are the most so-called godly people with most ungodly intentions. Fighting. Think, friends. Can you take care of the individual? In a sense, the whole questioning begins with you. You are the individual. You are the beginning point. Unless you grasp the truth of yourself, your mind cannot grasp. It cannot take a quantum leap. It cannot grasp the infinity, the mind of God. As even the wave cannot grasp the vastness of the ocean. The human mind, individual human mind, cannot grasp the limitlessness, vastness. You have to start with yourself. And when you start with yourself, aham pada vichara, tvam pada vichara, who I am, what is my nature, when you see that, not this body, not these senses, not the thoughts, not even the I thought, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, as you don't repeat it as statement, but see the meaning of the word I. Then comes another dimension, what they call as the Sarvatma Bhava in Sanskrit. Not only you see the Atma, the myself, the truth as I am, but the next step is to see the truth that is here, there, everywhere. There was a celebrated thinking person, like, if you can tell the word, no disrespect for the dead, Krishnamurti, he was a good thinker, smart man. If you see that, he talks about this I. Most people will talk about that. The seer is not the seen. Druk Drusya Viveka, Shankara's writing. Druk Drusya Viveka. Seer is not the seen. Jagat Drusyam, the creation is visible, perceived. Lochanam Druk, eyes are the seer. Lochanam Drusyam, eyes seen. Druktamanasam, mind seer. Because if there is no mind behind your eyes may look at it, it will not report anything. Mana Drusyam, the thoughts are seen. Who is the seer? By habit, don't say, I am the seer. Then that becomes a thought. Watch out. See that? It's a big noise, loud noise, little lesser noise. And there is whisper. When there is no whisper, don't say silence. Do you understand what I'm talking? You can't open your mouth. World is seen, eyes are seer. Eyes are seen, thought is seer. Thoughts are seen. So Drugdrisha Viveka, you are that, consciousness like that. Then God is banished. Even certain religions also they banish. You are the emptiness, this consciousness, the Vijnanam, Shunyam and all that stuff. Ishvara is not taken into account. Do you know why? Because they are the shortcoming. Listen carefully. Don't say it is wrong. It is incomplete. If you say it is wrong, somebody will fight against you. It's incomplete. The perception is incomplete. Listen carefully. Just like the 4 blind men going to see the elephant. They can't see with their eyes, so they use their hand. So one who touches the body says, elephant is like a wall. One who touches the feet, leg, say elephant like a pillar. Another touches the trunk. Oh, it's a fat something. Another touches the tail. It's like a rope. Are they wrong? None of them are wrong. Elephant is like a pillar, like a wall, like a fat something, or like a rope. But elephant is all these things put together plus something. So they are not wrong, but they are incomplete. When somebody talks about yourself, they are not wrong. Any notion about yourself is not wrong, but that's you are. That is why Vedanta Upanishads, when you read, parasparam viruddhyante tairayam na viruddhyate. Mutually they shall contradict each other. Remember that example of that rectangle. Understand? Or suppose somebody is, go into another new example. How many bones you have in your body? Somebody is 150, somebody is 180, somebody is 208. Others are wrong or incomplete. Are there not 150 bones in your body? It is there, but that is not the complete truth. 100 bones, that also truth. 1 bone, that also is truth. If a child says there are only 5, 10 bones, this is 1 bone, 2 bone, 5 fingers, 10 fingers, 10 bones are there. Wrong. For a child's perception, that is right. Incomplete, but 208, yes, 208 pieces of bone. The one who says 5 will fight with 15, 15 will fight with 100, 100 will fight with 150, but 208 fellow will not fight with anybody because, yes, 5, yeah, that's right. 100, that also right. 150, that also right. What to do? Because depends on the perception. If somebody says, there is no God, yeah, there is no God. Why? Formless, absolute. But there is a God, yeah, there is a God. Upanishad, this is another dimension altogether. So when a person says, like a philosopher, that it is not what you see, you are not. But the next one is Sarvatma Bhava. What is that? Who you are, not only here, there, everywhere. They call it Sarvatma Bhava. Aham Sarvam. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat abhyakta murtina. By my unmanifest form, the whole universe is pervaded. Mattah parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Not only the wave should know, I am the water, but water is everywhere. Only when you bring that Sarvatma Bhava, that all pervasiveness, then only Ishvara concept will be clear. God is not a philosophical convenience. Please appreciate again and again. Because especially in our generation, we are working overtime to kill those concepts. God is dead. There is no such thing as God. And people are very comfortable with it. And today, especially media, printing, machine, printing technology, books, email, what all things you see, available easily. And the person is feeling very comfortable because He's not comfortable with an idea of a God. Why? Because he has been introduced to that idea of a God as somebody who is a vengeful, wrathful, somebody sitting somewhere, punishing, rewarding. Naturally, you are not interested. So you start with dismissing God. Start with dismissing everything. Can you start with dismissing yourself? Understanding yourself? That is the beginning. Forget God for some time, and God will not mind it. You start with yourself. What is the starting point? Where you are, not where you should be. Starting point is who you are, not who you should be. Understand? It's all the people. Today we are busy fixing destinations, goal setting. Today you go to any management college, any type of school, or, go to any classroom, immediately children are all, what is that? Motivated. What is the motivation? Goal setting. Now if you become critical of it, it looks as though we are somewhere subhuman and stupid. But can you think, please, is there a goal without a goer? Can there be a destination unless there is a traveler? Who comes first? Traveler or destination? A place is not a destination. There must be a traveler to convert a place to a destination. Are you getting that point, please? Who should come first? The traveler or the destination? Exotic destinations are fixed for everybody. You must be a PhD, you must be a FRCS, you must be a millionaire, you must be a billionaire, you must be secretary, you must be president, you must be... And the individual is totally forgotten, totally negated. How many people die away while preparing to leave? I'll work hard. In 20 years I'll make it. When I'm 35, I'll retire. Work so hard, 33, drop dead, heart attack. How many people? While preparing for living, they're dead. You have a husband, you have a wife, you have children, you have everything, no time. You have built the home, cannot stay there. Wife is there, never talk to her. Husband is there, no time to meet. Especially nowadays, all these computer, IT executives and all that, every day you see in the newspaper, no children, well, they can't meet. Married to computers, married to job. And parents are also very happy. My son is getting 50,000 rupees per month. Okay, hug your money. Who says not? That the child's life is finished. It doesn't matter. My son provides me one car also. Yeah, ride your car. Somewhere the world has gone totally crazy. Think, friends. Not that you should not do it. Prioritize. What is your priority? Understand about yourself. Then, what do you want to do? Know yourself, set your goal. Happily set your goal. I want to do all these things. And in that, you are not the only consideration. Everybody else participates in your life. As you have nothing to achieve anymore. You are the beginning point, a traveler. You. But the whole society, you understand, especially say, I should not say, like if I say that it looks a little crazy, but the whole attitude is like that. Especially religions which are based upon one person's sacrifice, one man's austerity. Oh, that person has done, therefore you should do. If you don't do it, guilt. Why should he sacrifice? Why should I suffer? So the idea is, burn like a candle and give light to others. Why should I burn like a candle and give happiness to others? Why can't I be crying and giving happiness to others? How can I cry and give happiness to others? If you look at me miserable, will you be happy? If I am happy and give happiness to others, why don't you say that? Be happy, give happiness to others. Natural. I'm happy. What else can I give? Happiness only. If you're a crook, what shall you share? Crookedness. If you're stupid, you will share stupidity. Think, please. So, looking at yourself, being with yourself is not selfishness. Appreciating your nature, being happy, and then that makes you to go sarvatma, totality, all pervasiveness, Ishvara. Having understood it, such a person cannot be selfish. You cannot be. A happy person can never stand other people's unhappiness. It is like a mother and child. The mother gets, has hair torn by the baby. But it doesn't slap the baby, feed it. The child doesn't know that he'll be hungry in the midnight. 7 o'clock in the evening, he's not hungry, so he doesn't want to eat. The prince doesn't understand yet. So the mummy is feeding now. He thinks mummy is the enemy number one, because instead of him playing, he has to eat and waste his time. When he pulls down mummy's hair, the mummy doesn't get angry. Okay, doesn't matter. Feed the baby. Why? Or a fool will get up at 12 o'clock. Wise man, happy person like that. It suffers the tantrum of the ignorant. Total suffering of the ignorant tantrum. Not a suffering because happy with himself, therefore it becomes all jokes. Or else the fellow can go crazy with all the ignorance around. Because in ignorance there is so much of pretentiousness. Have you not seen? The crook will come and pretend, good morning. Oh, you thought it's Mr. Humility coming and talking. Just wait for somebody, he'll cut your throat. It's like an innocent man standing under the shade of the tree. Then when he starts breathing, cut down the tree. That is how most people live their life. Parents give their life for the growth of the children. How many children remember the sacrifice of a father or a mother? Just think for yourself. How many children remember what my father or mother has done? Forget others. Now we are in this life, every day describing beauty, infinity, absolute, gratitude, God, truth, all that stuff. Have you sat down once to take a stock of your life so far? And who are the people who have really helped you to grow up to where you are today? Have you sent a sense of gratitude to whomsoever you think has helped you to come up in life? And who comes first? Definitely nobody other than your mother and the father. Think. But today's attitude is, parents are having fun, I was an accident. Most devastating attitude. Modern man. And father is no more father. Old man at home, old age home. Mummy, another old age home. Credit for the children. Think of it. Think of it. Human relationship has gone down the drain. Do you ever remember your school teachers who taught you E, ABCD? I'm a PhD now. I'm getting 50,000 rupees per month, 500,000 rupees. Monthly salary, 10 million. Have you ever thought of that school teacher who taught you one day? Why should I do that? I have made it myself. You made it yourself. This is attitude of the modern youngsters. I did it myself, yourself. So you discovered scripts also, created your own E. You wrote your own book and read. You wrote your own, discovered your own computer and read everything. You discovered your own cycle and went to school. Right? Everything you did, right? Self-made. You shall not see the more sickly attitude. That is why with this type of attitude you become also an isolated, lonely person. As in your heart there is no place for anybody. Therefore, nobody ever thinks of you. You are totally isolated. Think of it. Sense of gratitude. The people who have helped me to be where I am today. You shall make a list of people who have made you miserable. Have you made a list of, and in that list of people who have made you miserable, have you ever included yourself? That I was the stupid because of which I am like this. Yesterday, in news piece, have you seen the news? You must see that piece of news. You must see. If you have not seen, you listen to me. One person has been cheated 13.5 lakhs of rupees. Please see how. He receives a telegram, he receives an email. Like many of you, those who are dealing with email, you must have received. A Nigeria lottery has come, from Nigeria. The lottery has come and you own 20 million pounds. But if you can put 50,000 rupees in a bank, they will start processing the thing. This man put 50,000. Can you believe? You have not purchased a ticket. Where is your buddhi, the intelligence? And what shall you say? Oh, people are cheating me. What about your greed? What about your greed? 50,000. He put 50,000. Then the person comes back, again write a letter, London, that bank has to be operated, so you have to put another 1 lakh. He put another 1 lakh. Then somebody will come to give it. So what happens? The person comes with a real nice box and everything. He comes to house, delivers some checks, and opens up, there is no check. You know what he says? You have to get a chemical. The moment you put that chemical, it will be all $1 million note. And for that check, for that you have to pay 10 lakhs. He gave 10 lakhs. Can you believe? Can you believe? And the fool puts it, of course, nothing is there. Then he wakes up and tells the police that there is a cheating racket. What about your greedy racket? What about your greed racket? Because we are so past masters in blaming everybody. Why are you miserable? He is like that, she is like that fellow is like that, fellow is like that. Who? How many fingers? And strangely, the fingers are also looking that way. All the 10 fingers looking that side. But the root is you, no? The fingers are looking that way. The hand begins with whom? So think for yourself. A gratitude. Father, mother, people. And then come back to yourself. Who you are. Question yourself. Begins with that. Because you are the beginning. And when somebody says, oh, this Vedic tradition is very selfish, because man is dreaming of his personal redemption when the world is burning. I think now it is time you take a full circle, come back. Okay, you are trying to save the world, nothing happened, because you have not saved yourself. Only when you saved yourself, think. Why don't you think a little? That's why thinking. So important. You yourself have made millions. You are not happy. You think by giving 100 rupees to that poor man or giving a tricycle to a person who is in trouble, all his problem will be solved. And you feel very grateful that these people are all, wanting this, wanting that. I have helped this poor man. You are helping this poor man. Are you helping or you are being helped? When you are helping the poor man, you feel great. Why? In the eyes, you see the gratitude that fills your emptiness. Your tangible help means nothing. His intangible gratitude makes you feel good. So who is poor? You are materially poor. That person is materially poor. You are emotionally impoverished. That's why looking for gratitude. Have you seen people keep 10 rupees and shall wait until the man says, thank you. Then only he will go. Why? Gratitude must be recorded, you see. You have paid 10 rupees. You shall see now this is coming, Diwali is coming now. You will see the drama in the Indian household. For themselves, best jewelry, best sari, best dress for children, best for everybody. Old sari of last year, call everybody and give it to the servant. She knows it is ironed because she herself has ironed your old sari. Diwali sweets will be there. How many days? Only 10 days they will keep it in the house until it is fungus comes up. Then call everybody. Oh, take the sweets, take the sweets. The neighbors also must listen. Then giving the sweet will never say 10 days old fungus. You don't have the heart to give. Fresh sweet you come. Fresh sweet give. Like people do that during the... You must see that. People do around the world. People give a cyclone time. Cyclone, drought, tsunami. Wardrobes open up. Give away the clothes. Why? This is the time for the beginning. Give away the old clothes so you can pack up your wardrobe with new dresses. Why? For a change, give the new clothes to the charity. Sophisticated behavior, right? Total pretentiousness. Charitable person. You charitable? You are a beggar. You need charity of recognition. Think. Time ripe, friends. The world changes its attitude. Encourage people to be happy. Let everybody be utterly selfish. You be happy with yourself. First you do it. Only if you can do that for yourself, you can help others. Insist on children to be happy, educated, rich. Do it for yourself. Why? Then only you can give. If the person is incomplete, empty, nothing will be enough. When the pot is empty, go on pouring water. Can you fill up a bottomless pot? Can you fill up an empty mind? The person's mind is empty, miserable, anything shall get in. Millions are not enough, billions are not enough. Nothing is enough. Why? Empty. When you are happy with yourself, yad alpamapi tad bahu. You understand the Sanskrit word? Yad alpamapi tad bahu. Santushta. Who is santushta? That language you read. Santushta. Santushta means what? Satisfied person. Who is satisfied? Yad agratva khalamandiram. Akleshaitvacha atmanam. Yad alpamapi tad bahu. Agatva khalamandiram. Do not go to somebody's house who is a dusta, naughty fellow, meaning crooked, gets his money by extortion, cheating and all that. Don't take money, food from his house. Nor you should go to somebody's house who shall, in order to give you, shall himself go through inconvenience. Poor person, don't beg from the poor person. Why? Because he will be inconvenienced. Who is the poor person? Even a rich who feels poor, don't take from him. Are you getting that point? Even the richest man who feels poor, don't take from him. Because the person will tell, did I not do it? Understand? Never, never. At the same time, akleshaitvacha atmanam. Never torture yourself. Deny everything to yourself. But in life, yad alpam api tadbahu. Whatever comes, a little bit also happy. Why? Sustenance, no? Enough. That is why nobody can touch you. The sense of satisfaction is so complete. There is nothing which is needed for my satisfaction. Nanabhaptam avaptavyam, as Krishna says. There is no such thing which are to be gained for me to be happy in life. I am the happiness itself. Are you the alone one? Are you the alone? No. The whole universe is like that. Everybody is like that. You must insist on everybody understanding this. First you understand. You want to give me something? Please don't. First understand yourself. Are you happy? Yes. You want to do something? Do. But do not accept anything from unhappy person. If you receive anything from unhappy person, you are digging your grave. The fellow shall remind you for the rest of your life. It's like the person who is empty and wants to give something to you. It's like hooking somebody's gratitude. It will be miserable. It will be so many dimensions. We will see all emotions, all that things. Shall see that. So please insist that every person must find the happiness in himself. Then happily you give away. So knowing yourself is not selfishness. From that you jump into the Sarvatma Bhava. Truth here, there, everywhere. Aham sarvasya aham adicha madhyamcha bhutanam antarevacha. I is the beginning, middle and the end. Everybody must see that. When you see, then where is that I? All over. The Sarvatma, when you see that, two ways you can see, understand. One is Nirguna, other is Saguna. Nirguna is all-pervasive consciousness. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Nirguna. Saguna is Ishvara. Like the wave can say, suppose you tell the wave, you are the ocean, he won't understand. You are the water, yes. The water is everywhere, yes. Water is Nirguna. Ocean everywhere, Saguna. Brahman, consciousness everywhere, Nirguna. As even you have a form, if the macrocosm, if you take into account the totality, Sarvam, macrocosm, Ishvara. Living, thriving universe. That is why in this tradition, you want to dig a hole, pray, Mother Earth. You want to start something, pray. Remember, you want to cut a tree, pray, then cut. Whole thing is forgotten. Now who has time to pray? Even eating. Why the chanting? 15 chapters you chant or you say oh, Brahma, Arpanam, Brahmavi, all these things when you do that. Why do you do that? If you are thinking, oh man, this mantra is coming between my food and me. Every day I have to chant this 15 chapters. Boring. No. You remember. Brahma, Arpanam, whatever is offered is Brahman. Who is eating is Brahman. What is offering is Brahman. What digest is also Brahman. Brahma, Agno, Brahmana, everything is true. So, eater and eaten, one and the same. Remember, eat it. And if it is given to God, prasadam, if you do it all round, can you hate it? If he gets it, should you not take it? If he can eat it, you gave it to him, no? Then should you not eat it? Attitude changes. Why? Just a reminder. Every whole life, you please see that. So two ways you can see that Sarvatma. One is Ishvara everywhere or Nirguna. Most religions are either stuck, either no form at all, or some form but somewhere. If you say God is everywhere, pantheism, paganism. So it is inferior. Paganism is inferior. So if somebody says you are a pagan, you are inferior. Why? The believers are, believer in one God somewhere is superior. That is the language you have been used. So pagans. Pagans means, hey, if you see the flag as the representation of your country, are you a pagan? Is it the pieces of cloth? Why do you salute it? Are you saluting the piece of cloth? Or you see the country in the cloth, in the flag? Flag is a representation. And what is that represent your country? Anything. A little dust from India is dust from India. Some countries in Europe, they sell air from Copenhagen. Souvenir bottle. Air from Copenhagen. Why don't you say space from Copenhagen? That must be the joke, huh? Indian space you sell. Are you getting that point, please? With what shall you represent a country? Anything. The whole earth, with what shall you represent? Anything. Any part of your body can represent you. Any cell in your body. With what shall you represent Ishvara all-pervasive? Anything. What a matured attitude. So Sarvatma, from both the standpoints, form as well as formless absolute. Which one is comfortable for you? Sometimes Saguna, sometimes Nirguna, sometimes nothing, sometimes both. Which one? Freedom, freedom. Anything you like. It's like, are you getting that? When in a house there are 20 children, one guest is a problem? Huh? If you have got 33 crores of God, another 4 or 5 deities are going to be trouble. That is why for this culture, anybody is accepted. Well, that man is God, yes. That religion person is a God, that person saint is God. Yeah, no problem. Why not? As I say, if you say, world is India, world is America, world is Australia, world is Europe, no problem. Australia is the world, then America is the world. So fight Australia, America, right? God is Rama, God is Hari, God is Krishna, God is Buddha, God is Allah, God is Jesus, God is Mahavir, God is Nanak, God is dog, God is grass. No problem. But this is the only God, X is the only God. Headache. When one person says X is the only God, then that starts the competition and comparison and rejection. No, this is also God, this is only God, that is only. So fight. But if you say everything is God, then that also is God. That also is God. That is also God. Are you getting that? Just like yourself. Are you getting that point, please? Just like yourself. Who am I? Nothing. Aham Brahmasmi. Shivoham, absolute. But somebody says, I am the body. And that also I am. Whatever senses, that also I am. Thoughts, that also I am. Every role I am. Yet I am no role. Oh, how beautiful. Are you getting that? Every role I am, yet no role. Which one are you? Everyone. But none of these roles are you. Yes, none of these roles are me. You're comfortable with everything. Are you getting it? Just like in you, are you getting that? You are comfortable with any dress, no dress. With any role, no role. Nirvikara, nirvikalpa. Yet, body, mind, comfortable with. Same thing Ishvara. Who is Ishvara? All pervasive. Nirguna Brahma. Brahmeti, Bhagavaniti, Paramatmati Sabdyate. Some people call it Paramatma, Bhagavan. Body, nice, no problem. Other person, no, Vishnu. Okay? Krishna, all right? No, I want to give a name, Jesus or XYZ or A, B, C, D, E, F, anything you like. That also is fine. The moment you dismiss God, think that whichever person dismisses, if around him a cult comes up, that person replaces. That is why the problem. Because people will need it. Then you worship a lesser thing. Unfortunate, please. So, when you see that Sarvat Bhavat, everywhere he is, now Bhagavan says, I am everything. Okay? So see that when Bhagavan says, I, it was no more with one form, but the whole universe echoes with it. Hey Arjuna, yadyat vibhuti mas, wherever you see little vibhuti, glory, it's mine. What shall I tell you? Kimba bahune gyantena tava Arjuna. What do you get out of knowing all these things? One thing remember, Vishtabhyahamidam Krishnam, pervading the whole universe, I exist. Ekansena sthitam jagat. In the fluttering of my uttariya, the whole universe is fluttering. Deep down, massive, quiet water on the surface, the world of waves. There is no deep down. Consciousness doesn't have a depth and a surface. Surface and depth are one and the same, one reality. Or see the game, the dance of Nataraja, a huge dance of creation going on. At once steady, immobile, yet moving, dancing. You want to see the dance? The creation. See the steadiness? Okay, with this backdrop, now go into that verse. Arjuna says, O Lord, Madanugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma sangeetam yatvayaktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. O Lord, Mad anugrahaya, in order to bless me for my sake, you have given out this guhyam secret in me, which is adhyatma sangeetam, with the truth of myself. See, he doesn't say, you told me who you are. No, you told me who I am. You told yourself as I am. You revealed me to myself and also revealed the truth in you, the truth here, one and the same. Aham atma sarva bhutas astita. Same thing everywhere. Yat tvaya uktam, yat vachaha tvaya uktam, the revelations that you made, the words that you shared, the thoughts that you shared, tena mama ayam moha vigata. My delusion gone once for all. I know who I am. Understand? What a beautiful statement. Because when you say, I know who I am, it's not that you forget your body, dismiss your body, dismiss your body. No, I know who I am, but I am body also. Not body only. Not the sense organ only, sense organ also. Not thought only, thought also. In ignorance you think you are the body only. Therefore anything happens to body, happens to you. So at once Saguna Nirguna. You understand? When you see that play going on in your life, it becomes true for the totality. That is where God becomes real. Not your God, my God. Truth as it is. Which role of yours you should hold on? Can you hold on? The role will drop you and walk out. Hold on to your body, body shall cheat you. Body doesn't cheat, you get cheated. Just like that $13 million. Don't blame. How can they say that? How can you believe it? Don't ask how can they say that? How can they send us an email? They can send that email. What is your trouble? Why are you believing this? Oh, the person comes and says, if you give me 10 sovereign of gold tonight, tomorrow morning it will be 20 sovereign. You give it. Finished. Cheated. Simple people. Simple means what? Not thinking. We are not laughing at such people. There are charlatans, smart ones are there. Like recently another incident came. You can't believe. It happens everywhere around the world. Everywhere. Certain things you read somewhere. Marriage advertisement. One family has advertised the marriage of a girl. She is little handicapped, physically challenged, naturally desperate somehow to get her married. A lady comes and says, my brother will marry. One lady comes to that address, comes there and says, my brother will marry. And my brother wants to see her. So will you please send her to a beauty parlor? Just dress her up a little nicely, because my brother is very particular about it. Yes, she can dress up and it will be nice. Now the parents felt so relieved. Appa, at last somebody is coming and this girl, lady also appreciating this girl. He said, doesn't matter, little mistake, that doesn't matter, we'll take it, my brother will like it. So encouraging. So they thought naturally this sister has a hold on the brother. So I say, he look nice. Then, oh, there is nothing on his neck and all that. No, little hint she gave. They came out of the way. All 10, 12 sovereigns of gold they had for the baby. They put it on, they gave it to her in a packet, that when the beauty parlor, everything is over, give that person to title. She took the girl to the beauty parlor, of course put her in the beauty parlor, and went, never to return. How cruel, eh? How cruel. Person's hopes. Greed. Understand? That is why you should be so strong. Don't say, why that man is talking like that? The question is not why he is talking like that. The question is, why am I reacting? The mad will be mad. Let me not react. Over what you have a control? The other person's deceptivity, stupidity, or your strength and your thinking? Don't say somebody takes you for a ride. Somewhere you have allowed yourself to be taken for a ride. Are you getting that point, please? Don't say somebody takes you for a ride. Nobody takes you for a ride. You must allow yourself to be taken for a ride. If you are consciously allowing yourself to be taken for a ride, still you are under control. Are you getting that? When you allow yourself to be taken for a ride, you are still under control. Because you are allowing. When you want to stop, stop. Because you are strong. So, moho ayam bhigato, oh Lord, these delusions are gone. Which role is there? Everything. I see myself as I am. Bhavapya bhutanam sruto vistaraso maya. Also maya sruto. I heard all this, what you said, that you are the bhava appaya. You are the beginning of everything, end of everything. There is nothing other than the truth. Call Ishvara, God, whatever you like. Tvatta kamala patraksha mahatmyam apicha abhayam. Abhayam mahatmyam, imperishable, inexhaustible glory of yours. O Lord, I heard from you, who with this Kamalapatra Aksha, your eyes are the shape of a lotus leaf. The lotus stands for the knowledge, Jnana Chakshu. Your eyes are, anyway, your eyes are so beautiful. From you, O Lord, I have heard this. Evam etad yathattatvam atmanam parameshwara. Yatha atha, as you told about yourself, that you are everything. Stavaranam Himalaya. Sarasam api Jannavi, among the rivers I am the Ganges, in the mountains I am the Himalayas, among the human beings I am the king, I am the rishis, I am the devatas, I am the Anantascha Asmiva, Naganam, among the Naga serpents I am the Ananta, hooded ones, among the serpent and the snakes I am the Vasugi. Like that, so many things you told. Drashtumicha, I want to see you in all these forms. Can you? Drashtumichamite rupam aishwaram purushottam. I see you. I can see. Understand? I can see God in and through everything. But can you see everything in one place? Understand? This is where comes your special wishes. I want to see God in a particular form. Please understand. It's so simple, yet so profound. Choice is yours. You want to see me, suppose you want to meet me. How much you should struggle? I'm sitting in front of you. How much you should struggle to see me? I'm here. But suppose say, Swamiji, can you put on a jean? One three-piece suit? Scuba diving, astronaut, then you have to beg. You have to beg and please me. If you do that, one orphanage, one whole orphanage. You show me that rupam of yours, 50 lakhs, one orphanage, I'll give it. Then I say, okay, fellow is talking all right, let me see. And I say, no. Or I say, yes. Why? Listen please. If you want to see the person in a particular way that you want to see, you have to coax, beg, curry favor. But suppose you see as it is, available. God as it is, here. Ishavashyamidam sarvam. All that we have seen already. But suppose you want to see in a particular form, then go on praying. If you see, you may see, may not see also. You may or may not see. That choice it is not left to you now. It is not left to you. That is where when people want to see in a special form, and they think that is the only darshan, they are totally disappointed. Why? And who wants to see the special form? One who is stuck on a special form of his You want to see the special form of God. If you see the universal form of yours, the formless, you are no more interested in seeing the formless of Absolute Ishvara. Why? What is there? Open the eyes, he is, close the eyes, he is. What is there to see in special form? If he is interested, let him show. Not interested, keep it. Not interested. Can you believe this strength? It's not a power statement. I am. Call it Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Mother, Bhugambika, Saradambika, Rajarajeshwari, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Shiva, Ganesha, or Kartika, Ella Unnada. Sa Brahma, sa Shiva, sa Hari, sa Indra, sa Akshara, Paramaswarat, sa Brahma, sa Shiva, sa Hari, sa Indra, sa Akshara, all forms are his forms. Whichever forms you like. But you want a special one, I want to see in this way. Problem. Problem means you do something. You do. You may see, may not see. And if you are desperate, then there will be charlatans around. I will show you. He has not seen. But you are desperate. I will show you, but you have to give me 100 sovereigns of gold. For what? God is going to show his dress. Why are you should take money? You mean to say God is in a Jew or what? And you are a Jew keeper? You understand the middleman between the God and you. The middleman between God and you is a dangerous fellow. I'll show it to you. I see. Why God cannot see you? God cannot understand your language. Must be local God. Huh? Nowadays, all avatars, incarnations understand only one language. Translators are needed. You must be stupid. I don't know where the intelligence of people have gone. More educated, more stupid. It's because of the helplessness. Understand? So you want to keep the joke going? Keep people uneducated. Think. So beautifully say, Drashtumichhami te rupam, Aishwaram Purushottama. He Purushottama. Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha means what? I, the Absolute. In Sanskrit, what is the Prathama Purusha is? He. Prathama Purusha is what? He. Madhyama Purusha is? You. Uttama Purusha is? I. Are you getting that point, please? Prathama Purusha is he. Why? Ishvara is the Prathama Purusha. He. Ishvara. Uttama Purusha. Uttama means Kshara Akshara Uttama. Aksharat Paratah Paraha. Dvabhimau Purusho Loke Ksharascha Akshara Evacha. Next one, what? Dvabhimau Purusho Loke Ksharascha Akshara Evacha. Ksharas Sarvani Bhutani. Kuhutastho Kshara Uchyade. Only during food time you remember, huh? Uttama Purushastvanyaha Paramatme Tudaruta. See that? Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha. Uttama Purusha tu Anyaha. When you 15th chapter, we shall see that, we will see that. So between Kshara and Akshara, perishable body, imperishable mind, relatively imperishable, Atma, yourself, Uttama Purusha, Purushottama. You see that? Yourself, Purushottama. And oh Lord, you are that. I want to see you in all these forms. In one place, all forms I want to see. It's like seeing the globe. Listen here, it's like seeing the globe, representation. Another thing is seeing the globe itself, whole thing at a time. Oh. Understand? That is why, anyway, read. Manyase, time is up. We just read that, tomorrow we shall see. Okay? What is so beautiful? Manyase yadi tat shakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshwaro tato me mam darshayatmanam abhayam manyase yadi tat shakyam Maya drashtumiti prabho Yogeshwara tato me tvam Darshayatmanam abhyayam. O Lord, I can't insist. This is the attitude of a devotee. I can't say, show it to me. Can I? Can even to you, somebody comes and tells you, put on this jean and show it to me. Will you say, hey, get lost. If somebody, as you are, I am available, see me. You want to see in a particular dress? Huh? How do you say? If you feel like, I'm making this example so that it becomes simpler, just like, oh Lord, yadi manyase, tat sakyam maya drashtum iti manyase chet, sakyam maya drashtum sakyam manyase chet. If you think, I am capable of seeing this, Hey Prabhu, O Lord, Hey Yogeshwara, the Lord of the Lord, all the yogas, has everything at your disposal. Te rupam tvam tataha, thereafter, therefore, darshayam atmanam abhyayam. Darshaya, please show me. Atmanam abhyayam, yourself, the imperishable, all-pervasive. If you think, I can see it, O Lord, please show. When Arjuna see like this, what shall I say? Already he has understood everything. So he said, okay, we shall see tomorrow. Okay? Oh, now say, all right. See that, friend. And that is just to make your curiosity sharp. How do you say? Yes, you'll come there. But then you can't see with your eyes. Therefore, I will give you a special view, vision. Meaning what? Go back to yourself. Then only all pervasiveness you can grasp. But the details you can see in a form. Okay? But all these things possible. Be with yourself. And once you are with yourself, you are not interested in all this. But by chance, if God says, one day He will say, oh, look at it. Why not? But it's not there. Doesn't matter. We'll see tomorrow. Close your eyes.